What is up, guys? Mars here, bringing you guys news in the flash, and I know I've been away for a little while. I apologize for that, but let's get right into it. Fortnite. I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea what direction this game is taking, but I can tell that Epic is trying to push it beyond the realms of Battle Royale, and that's a good thing. That means that they have plans for longevity for it. But this is especially true with the introduction of their new Playground mode that was recently launched, and the reveal of Season 5, which brings a bunch of new changes to the map. I like what they did there, though. Instead of, introducing a whole new map, they just said, screw that, we're going to build a story arc of breaking dimensions as an excuse to overhaul the current map. So, what all did they add? Well, they added a new desert biome in the southeast corner of the map. They added new locations like Paradise Palms, Lazy Links, and new unnamed points of interest scattered around the map that have been warped from other dimensions. They also added a new all-terrain cart. They tweaked a number of weapons, particularly the shotguns, which seems to be one of the weapons that players have the biggest issues with. The center of the storm can now shift in random directions as it sinks. They made changes to the progressive challenges, like now they aren't just restricted to a single season, you can complete them at your own pace. And of course, there's new skins, emotes, and other items to unlock with the purchase of the Battle Pass, per usual. But if you guys are interested in checking out all of the changes made to this game, the link will be, of course, down below. Moving on, CD Projekt Red CEO shined some light on the possible future plans for the company and the Witcher series when he told a Polish site called Banker that the first three Witchers were by definition a trilogy, so we simply could not name the next game The Witcher 4. But that doesn't mean it's the end of the Witcher franchise, as he also said, The Witcher is one of the two franchises on which to build in the future activities of the company. So yes, we probably are going to see more Witcher games in the future, and I am all for that. That is amazing news to me. Sum 41 has announced they are heading on a new North American tour this October. No support has yet been announced, but if you guys are interested in checking out the dates, those can be found below. Far Cry 5 has announced its second DLC pack, and a teaser for it has been released. The new DLC is called Lost on Mars, and it will be taking place not on, of course, me, but in fact on our beloved planetary neighbor, which now apparently has been infected by an alien scourge that you will blast to Kingdom Comes. Check out the trailer for it down below. There are now two major titles that are coming to the Nintendo Switch, the first one being Wasteland 2 Director's Cut, which is an RPG developed by the makers of the original Fallout game and takes place in a post-apocalyptic world. And of course, it is an RPG. The game was originally released in 2004, with the Director's Cut making its way onto consoles and PC on 2015, with improved graphics, additional voice acting, and other improvements. The Nintendo Switch port is set to be released on August. And the other game that was announced to arrive on the Switch is Warframe. I know a ton of players are happy to hear this because, let's be honest, who wouldn't want to play Warframe on the go? That just sounds amazing. For those of you who have no experience with this title, basically it's a massive free-to-play game where you shoot and you loot and have a good old time. But this game has been going strong for several years now, with new updates constantly coming for it, adding new elements to the game. It's also good to hear that the port is being handled by none other than Panic Button, the same company who handled the ports for Doom and Wolfenstein 2. So that should be great. The story so far has announced details on their new album, Proper Dose, which is set to be released on September 21st through Pure Noise Records. If you guys are interested in learning more about that, or if you guys want to check out the artwork, the track list, or the pre-order bonuses, the link will be down below for that. Machine Head has announced they are heading on a new North American tour in support of their new album, Catharsis. Check out the dates for that below. 21 Pilots has released two new songs, Jumpsuit and Nico And The Niners. Along with these new songs, they also announced they are heading on a new worldwide tour that kicks off in October and runs all the way into March of 2019. Ooh, that's a big one. Check out the dates for that below, along with the two songs, and let me know what you guys think about it, because I liked them. I enjoyed them. 3 Days Grace has released a new song, Infra-Red, and honestly, I like this one too, but it kind of sounds less like a 3 Days Grace song and more like a Breaking Benjamin song. So if that's something that you're not interested in, well, I'm just giving you the update now. But check it out and let me know what you think. Snider has released a new music video for his first single, Become the Storm, for his upcoming album featuring Howard Jones, Mark Morton, and Alyssa White-Gluz, and others. Thrice has released a new music video for their song, The Grey. They also announced the release date of their upcoming album, Palms, which is set to be released on September 14th through Epitaph Records. Revocation has released a new music video for their song, The Unworldly Origin. Crossfaith has released a new song called Catatrophe. And Pig Destroyer has released a new song, or a new music video for their song, Army of Cops. Check out all of those down below in the links if you guys are interested. And now it's time for some things that are awesome, and Funko has announced they are releasing Pokemon Funko Pops. Finally. Right now, the only one they've announced so far is a Pikachu Funko, but I wouldn't be completely shocked if they announced a couple of more along the way. They also announced Yu-Gi-Oh! Pops as well, with Yami, Kaiba, Blue Eyes White Dragon, and Dark Magician Girl. Kind of a random one there with Dark Magician Girl. But anyways, you guys can check out that below if you are interested. So now it's time for some things that are dumb, and Periphery was apparently named in a court case against a woman in Australia who allegedly attacked 3 people with an axe back in January. Now, luckily, all 3 of these people survived, but it was still pretty harsh what she did to 2 of them. The third guy actually got away with pretty lucky, but one of them, she actually attacked on the left side of his face. The other, she attacked on the back of the head, and the third one, like I said, was lucky. He actually deflected her shot with his backpack and then ran away from her. But apparently the band was named, or at least their song Flatline was named, because that was the song that she listened to before she went into the 7-Eleven store and attacked 2 of the bystanders, and then another after she left the store. Reportedly, she has had a history of mental illness, suffering from depression, gender dysphoria. She had fantasies of killing herself and others, and hours before the incident, she was drinking and taking drugs with friends, and had learned that somebody she was interested in being in a relationship with was actually in a relationship with somebody else. Now, people like Mark Holcomb, guitarist of Periphery, and Metal Injection claim that the song is completely irrelevant inside of all of this, and that her listening to this played no part whatsoever in her choice to go out and commit this, and it's completely pointless to link this to the trial. Well, I think that they're right in the sense the song played no factor of her going out and committing this, and I have to be careful of how I say this because I know that the metal scene has gotten an unfair reputation throughout the years over this kind of stuff, and I'm not saying that the song or the writers are in any way responsible for this horrible act, but I don't think her lawyers were implying that the song influenced her to go out and do this. In fact, he even states, according to ABC, that she was in a state of psychosis caused by mental illness along with toxic mixture of gender transition hormone medication, cannabis, amphetamines, and alcohol. Their music was never mentioned as an influence to this. And I think that what he was going for when he said this was that the song was used as like an emotional accelerant or like an adrenaline kick for somebody who wants to enter that fight or flight mode, who is about to do something like this. Again, I'm not saying the song is the cause the same way I wouldn't say that a song is that a song caused somebody to not commit suicide. It's more like an emotional catalyst. In this case, it was a catalyst for anger. Jack Schaefer in his book The Like Switch states that during the fight or flight response, the body automatically responds to a threat without conscious thought. And that an angry person experiences the same kind of cognitive impairment. The more angry that somebody becomes, the less likely they are to process logic. We know that this girl was mentally unstable, and we know that she was angry at the world because an hour before she went to the store, she was sending out a message to one of her friends saying that most people deserve to die, I hate people, and one day I'm going to kill a lot of people. And to say that songs don't provide some sort of emotional appeal, both in a positive and a negative sense to them, would just be patently false. I mean, that would just undermine the entire purpose, the entire importance of music. One of my friends can't listen to songs by Dashboard Confessional because it reminds him of his ex and the emotional turmoil that got thrust into his life over that. I myself can't listen to The Killer's Mr. Brightside because to me that song is just a sad, miserable, hopeless song. And so while I get where they're coming from with this situation, I think they're kind of misreading the situation. I think they're kind of misreading the point. At no point in the report was it ever mentioned that anyone claimed the song was an influence for her actions. But what do you guys think about this whole thing? Do you disagree with me on it? I really do kind of want to know what your guys' thoughts on it are. I find these situations interesting to analyze. While the song, to me, may not have been an influence to her in going out committing to this, I kind of see it as kind of like the catalyst to it. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Thank you all for joining me for this episode. I appreciate it. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed it. Dislike if you didn't. Subscribe if you guys want more. And as always, I will see you on the next one. Also, I apologize that I have been kind of slacking on the episodes that I've been posting for this one. I'm sorry, guys. The news has been kind of slow lately. It seems to be picking up again. So hopefully we'll be back on our more consistent schedule. But until then, I'll see you on the next one.